Hey guys, welcome back. Thanks for joining me at Josie Mae's Meals. Today we're going to do salmon, and we're going to do a ginger and garlic marinade for our salmon. The first thing I want to do is I'm going to I'm going to cut my salmon into some pieces just real quick. This salmon has already been deboned, so I don't have to worry about that aspect. And it is skin on, so I am going to leave the skin on my salmon. And I have a baggie right here. I'm going to just place them into the baggie because we're going to have our marinade mixed together and add it into this baggie. Alright, so then I have a bowl right here. I'm going to start making our marinade. I'm just going to do a quick wash of the hands. Alright, and for my marinade, what I have is some ginger, garlic, cilantro. I also have my liquid aminos that I'm using in replacement of just your regular soy sauce, but you can use soy sauce if you like as well. And I'm also going to use about a teaspoon of my sesame oil. So let's go ahead and get our marinade together. It's our sesame oil, our garlic, and I have about 2 cloves of garlic and just a bunch of chopped up cilantro. I like the cilantro in it because it really gives it a crisp taste along with the ginger. I think it mixes really well. Okay, and for our ginger, just rinse this spoon real quick. I don't want to mix any of those into my jar. I'm going to use a good tablespoon of ginger for this. About that much right there. I really want that ginger taste to come through. And then for my liquid aminos, I'm just going to take the top off. I'm going to do about 2 tablespoons of my liquid aminos. I'm going to just mix that in. Alright. I'm going to grab the salmon. I'm just going to dump this right in here. Close this up and get all of our salmon coated. Alright, so now that I have all of my salmon coated, I'm going to put this in the refrigerator. I'm going to let it sit in there for about an hour before I get it grilling. So we're going to get that going in the refrigerator, and then once it's ready to start grilling, we'll be right back. Alright guys, real quick, we're back, and no, they're not potatoes, they're sweet potatoes. Decided to show you real quick the side that I was going to do with this meal. I've already cubed most of my potatoes. I just got this last one I'm going to go ahead and do. Just nice good sized chunks, I don't want them too small. Alright, so I have quite a bit of sweet potatoes, and I have my pan here because I'm going to roast them in the oven. I covered it with parchment paper. You can use foil if you want, and the only reason why I'm doing that is because really I just want less mess, and I know once these sweet potatoes start going in the oven, the sugars are gonna start coming out, and that's a mess on here, and I'd rather not. So let's go ahead and transfer these just straight in here. This is probably more than we're gonna need tonight, but I can always save the rest for leftovers. Alright, so there's our sweet potatoes. I have my olive oil. I'm just going to sprinkle all across my sweet potatoes. And I'm using rosemary. Just going to sprinkle that rosemary. And this is really slow on coming out. This is just dried rosemary. Perfect. And I'm also going to put just a pinch of salt. Not much. Just to balance the sugars in the sweet potato. And that's it. Alright, that's going to be our side. I'm also going to do this with a side of greens. I won't show you that part, but I will show you the end product. The salmon is still marinating. I'm going to get this into the oven and then we'll be right back. Okay guys, it's been about an hour. I went ahead and I pulled the salmon out of the fridge. I got my pan going here. It's on medium to high heat. I'm just going to start putting my salmon into the pan, and I'm going to go meat side down first. I did put a little bit of butter in here to get it going. I could smell the cilantro and the ginger. It smells really nice. I think I got enough room in here for the last piece. Oh, actually I got 2 more pieces in here. Let's see if I could get them in there. Alright, perfect. I just want to see if I could get any of the cilantro and garlic out. Just put it right on top of the fish while it's cooking. That should be good. Alright, so I'm going to let the salmon cook on this side for just a few minutes. And for maybe about 3 minutes, and then I'm going to flip it over so that we can get that skin side nice and crispy before plating. We'll be right back. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and start flipping. Alright, so I went ahead and plated the final dish. I put a couple pieces of the salmon We have our roasted sweet potato, and then the veggie I added was mustard greens. Alright, so all in all, it took an hour to marinate the fish, but once it was done marinating, the fish cooks really quickly. I hope you enjoyed this recipe, and I hope you guys give it a try. If you did enjoy it, make sure you give me the thumbs up, and if you'd like to see more videos, make sure you subscribe. Thanks for joining me, and I'll see you next time.